Have you ever sent a text that was just so wild you had to add a little something extra just to get the other person to believe you? Yeah, we've all been there. Today, we're going to dive into the modern language of truth. We're unpacking two phrases you see absolutely everywhere: no cap and for real.
Now really think about it for a second. You're texting someone and you say something that sounds kind of out there. How do you signal, hey, I am being 100% serious right now? It's this basic challenge we all face every single day in our DMs and group chats.
So in this weird digital world we're all living in, we've actually come up with a new vocabulary to solve this exact problem. We've got these short, super powerful tools that are basically designed to signal sincerity and just cut through all the online noise.
Okay, so first up is no cap. This is basically the modern-day truth stamp. When you tack no cap onto the end of a sentence, you're not just talking, you're making a declaration. You're saying, look, I'm not exaggerating. This is the real, unvarnished truth. It's direct, it's powerful, and it gets the point across.
And then we have for real, which you see shortened all the time to FR, or when you're really serious, FRFR. The cool thing about this one is how flexible it is. You can use it to say, yes, I'm being authentic, or you can use it as a question to check if someone else is. Either way, it's all about finding out what's real.
So in the wild, it looks a little something like this. You're not just saying, oh, the album's pretty good. No, you're taking it to another level. That no cap at the end tells your friend, this isn't just a casual opinion, it's a genuine, heartfelt belief. It's a tiny way to add some serious weight to your words.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. While these phrases feel super new, like they just popped up yesterday, the need for them, that's as old as language itself. We have always been looking for ways to verbally underline our honesty, to separate fact from fiction.
So you gotta ask, are we the first people to need a special truth word? The short answer, not even close. Language has always been shifting and changing to meet this exact need.
And this chart, it just lays it out perfectly. Back in Shakespeare's day, you might have said verily. A bit later, it was upon my word. Or maybe when you were a kid, it was Scout's honor or cross my heart. See the pattern? Each one of these, centuries apart, does the exact same job as no cap. They're all like little verbal contracts of honesty.
This timeline just drives it home. It's a constant evolution. And get this, for real actually shows up back in the 80s, but it's found a whole new second life online. Then, in the 2010s, no cap comes along to fill that same role. It's pretty clear every generation finds its own way to say, I'm telling the truth.
All right, so this brings us to the most important question of all. Why these specific words? And why have they totally taken over right now? Well, the answer has everything to do with the world we're communicating in.
I mean, just think about how we talk now. It's all through screens. And when we do that, we lose all those little cues humans have relied on forever. You can't see someone's face, you can't hear the tone in their voice, you can't read their body language. A huge chunk of context is just gone.
And because all that context is missing, what happens? Well, irony, sarcasm, and just a general vibe of skepticism have become the default settings online. It's gotten really hard to know if someone is being serious or if they're just messing with you. And that creates a real communication breakdown.
And this is where our new words come to the rescue. Language, like it always does, evolved to fill that gap. Phrases like no cap and for real are the tools we invented to add back what was missing. They're how we signal genuine emotion, cut through all that static, and build a little bit of trust, fast. So look, if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. No cap and for real are not just trendy slang words that are going to disappear next year. They are essential tools. They are the solution to a very real problem of how we communicate sincerity in a world that's digital first. They're basically the new grammar of being authentic.
And that leaves us with a pretty cool question to chew on. As the way we talk keeps changing, what's going to come next? What will be the next generation's no cap? What's going to be their new word for truth?